Hi, I'm Alden Bowers, author of Cataloosa Island, Once in a Blood Moon, A Werewolf's Tale, She's So Catty, and Mile 43. Yeah, I guess you can see today I'm wearing a suit and tie, came from a job interview and thought, what the hell, might as well do a video while I'm dressed to impress. Clean up good, don't I? Anyway, that last book, Mile 43, is going to be the subject of today's video. The book tells the story of a succubus who preys on motorists who break down on a remote stretch of Interstate 26 in southern Spartanburg County, South Carolina. The name Mile 43 comes from the location of an actual abandoned rest area. I drive past it quite a lot on my way down to Columbia. And the inspiration for the book actually came when I was driving down to a client. I do home PC repair in my day job. And this particular client was down in Woodruff. And if any of you have ever driven on Interstate 26 in southern Spartanburg County, you will know that once you get past exit 22, the exits get far apart. There's not a lot of services. Cell service might get a little spotty. So I call this section the dead zone. And at the time, I was driving a 2004 Honda Pilot, which was hand-me-down from my in-laws, and thing was just the biggest piece of shit that I've ever had the displeasure of driving. I was slow, didn't handle well, and it's also a huge money pit, constant source of frustration, very uncharacteristic of a Honda. Usually I think very highly of Japanese manufacturers, but anyway, I'm driving on this stretch of 26 thinking, if this thing decides to shit the bed, it's gonna do it right here. Leave me out here in the middle of nowhere. Well, thank God I got to my destination and proceed to go to work on the client's computer installing new software, and while I'm doing that, I started fermenting the idea of, hey, what if someone was preying upon people who broke down on that remote stretch of the highway? And it's a trope that's been done 100 times. There's tons of slasher movies that start out that way. Then I thought, what supernatural entity could prey on people? Well, I've done werewolves, I've done ghosts, I've done shapeshifters and evil shopkeepers in my previous 3 books. And the idea started rolling around in my head, succubus. That's one I hadn't done before, so I started researching succubus lore. Figured I had a hit. The idea, of course, that a succubus, person would break down, leave their car. Succubus would say, hey, looks like you need some help. Of course, the man wouldn't be able to resist, gets in the car with her, and off they go. The main protagonist of the story is a South Carolina state trooper who happens to be asexual, which leaves him immune to the succubus spell, so to speak. That becomes a key plot point later in the book. And he starts to get suspicious when he notices all these abandoned vehicles, all at the same rest area, day after day after day, and they're being cleared away without the requisite 48 hours. Here in South Carolina, when your car breaks down on the interstate and you leave it there, a state trooper will come along, slap an orange tag with the date on it, and 48 hours it's towed away at the owner's expense. That's not happening this time. That adds a layer of confusion, and the trooper starts digging. And, well, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers. I want you to buy the book. Hope you'll enjoy it. It's a good read. At least I think it is. Running out of things to talk about here. Anyway, Mile 43, for sale at all your favorite ebook retailers. I do hope you'll take a moment to sample it. And while I'm talking about writing, I am also working on a 6th book, which also deals with 2 characters from She's So Catty, Marty and Natalie. It's a manuscript that I thought was lost to the ages. When I changed computers, I backed it up onto a DVD. Unfortunately, the DVD went bad. I thought the manuscript was lost and gone forever. Well, fast forward to about a year and a half ago, my brother, had a hard drive, said, hey, I got some good porn on that old computer. Is there any way you can get it off? I said, yeah, I can recover the data. Lo and behold, I'd sent him a copy of the manuscript to look at, and it was still there. So I'm currently in the process of going through that right now. I'm hoping to release this at the end of fall also, along with Nightmare Highway, which I mentioned last week. So that's it for this week. Questions or comments, put them below, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.